Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of Classic Live Album War. Today we've got two of my favorite bands. All right, both bands in my top 5 all time. Love both of these live albums. It's the first live album from each one of the bands. Okay, we're talking about in one corner of the ring, Uriah Heep live. Friday night in Birmingham. And on the other side of the ring, we've got Whitesnake, David Coverdale and Company, live in the heart of the city, released officially in 1980. Okay, so let's take a look first at the mighty Heep from their 73 live album release, recorded January 26, 1973 at the Town Hall in Birmingham, England. All right, released April 73 in the U.S., May 73 in the U.K. Ironically, they released it in the U.S. first. How fair is that for you, all you folks over in Great Britain, right? All right, so of course, this is the classic lineup. David Byron on vocals, Mick Box on guitar, Ken Hensley on keyboards, mostly Hammond organ, guitar, rhythm guitar and slide guitar, vocals, Gary Thane on bass guitar, backing vocals, and Lee Kerslake on drums and backing vocals, all right? We've got basically, as a lot of these classic 70s live albums go, we've got it's like a kind of like a who's who or a what's what of their classic early repertoire up until the time. Kicking it all off with Sunrise, that chilling Hammond organ, okay? That moves into the kind of boogie-ish Sweet Lorraine. Then, of course, Traveler in Time, nice heavy chugging tune. And then probably their band's biggest hit of all time, Easy Living. Okay, another good heavy rocker with some chunky guitars and lots of Hammond organ. Over on side 2, you've got the epic July Morning. All right, really kind of like probably like Heap's answer to like Child in Time, sort of, right? Really good harmonies in that, lots of great Hammond work from Mr. Hensley. All right, Tears in My Eyes comes next, blistering hard rocker. Over to side 3, you've got the bone crunching, probably one of the heaviest tunes of that kind of really, really early hard rock period. So we're talking like 69, 70. Gypsy from Very Heavy, Very Humble, Heap's first album. Man, is that tune heavy. I still love going to see them live today and hearing that song. It's so crushing. Love it. Then over on the finish off side 3, you've got Circle of Hands, the beautiful Circle of Hands. Great David Byron vocals on that. And then on side 4, one of my favorite Heap tunes, Look at Yourself. Another crazy heavy tune. All right, then of course the Magician's Birthday leading into Love Machine, and then you've got from my money, the wasted moment on here is the rock and roll medley, which has Roll Over Beethoven, Blue Suede Shoes, Me Woman Blues, Hound Dog, At the Hop, and a whole lot of shaking going on. I would have rather heard another Heap song, but hey, a lot of these bands were doing that back in the day, so who am I to argue? But a killer live album. I remember buying this LP back when I was a kid and just loving opening it up and looking at all the live shots and everything like that. I still love it to this day. And of course, this is the reissue, the remaster, which has all sorts of extra content on it, which is pretty damn cool. You got Something or Nothing, I Won't Mind, So Tired, The Easy Road, Stealing, all sorts of great bonus material, which is kind of neat, right? Over on the other end of the ring, sort of fresh, well, a couple years fresh out of Deep Purple and the Mark III lineup, you've got David Coverdale putting together his great and long-standing band called Whitesnake. All right, the lineup here and here we have a couple of different performances, right? This was released officially in November 1980. All right, recorded November 23rd, 1978. And the 23rd and 24th, June 1980 at the Hammersmith Odeon. So you've got 2 separate performances, actually 3 separate performances from the Hammersmith, but different years, okay? Basically the same lineup, so just, kind of put all together in one nice little compilation, live compilation sort of, because I believe part of this was previously released as kind of like a live EP, and then in 1980 they put it all together, which was the way I've always had it. So it makes a very good live album. So again, the lineup of Coverdale on vocals, Mickey Moody and Bernie Marsden on co-lead guitars, John Lord on keyboards, Neil Murray on bass, And you got Ian Pace drums on disc 1. That is the 1980 portion of this. And on the 1978 portion of this, you got David Dowell on drums. Okay. Martin Birch producing and engineering. Martin Birch had his hands in so much cool stuff right around that time, did he not? Right? So over on side 1, all right, this is the 1980 Hammersmith stuff. You've got Come On. You keep saying Come On. Dun, dun, dun. Good blast of funky bluesy rock and roll. Okay, then you got Sweet Talker from the Ready and Willing album. Love Sweet Talker. And then one of my personal favorites from the early Whitesnake catalog, Walking in the Shadow of the Blues. Tune written by Coverdale and Bernie Marsden, featuring some sizzling blues rock guitar solos from Mr. Marsden on the Gibson Les Paul. Originally, that's from the Love Hunter album. Then you got title track, Love Hunter, 10 minutes and change. Lots of great slide guitar from Mickey Moody. Side 2, Fool for Your Lovin'. All right, this is pre-80s, pre-Steve Vai. This is the original version of Fool for Your Lovin'. I Ain't Gonna Cry No More. Great tune. More from the Ready and Willing album. Title track from Ready and Willing. Great song. All right. And then from the Trouble album, the frantic Take Me With You. Love the rhythms in that song. Love the riffs. That's just such a killer tune. All right. And then over on side 3, all right, you've got Come On Again. All right. This is from the 1978 Hammersmith stuff. You've got Might Just Take Your Life, and I'll cover the old Deep Purple classic, the Mark III classic from Burn. Then you got Lie Down, okay, from Trouble, the bluesy hard rocker, kind of boogie. Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, their great cover of the old Bobby Bland classic, which was originally done on the Snakebite album. Has been a part of Whitesnake's live set for decades and decades. Such a good track. All right, and then on side 4, you got a killer Trouble and a blistering version of Deep Purple's Mistreated, another classic from the Burn album. Here, nice and lengthy. Coverdale tearing it up on the vocals, and of course you got Moody and Marsden just ripping with the dueling guitar solos. Fantastic stuff. So 2 really great live albums, and as you can tell, I'm kind of torn here. I'm kind of torn here because I absolutely love both of these bands and both of these live albums. Big time. Yeah. So here we are. I'm live. I'm recording. It's almost 8 minutes into this, and I still have no idea which one I'm going to vote for here. So what I'm going to do, because it's so difficult, is I'm going to take the one that I've actually had the longest and has probably a little bit more history with me. Not by much. Shit, maybe a year. All right, I think I've bought both of these right around the same time. Maybe there's a year in between. And although one band I like just a little bit better overall, the other live album I think is a little more special to me. So my winner today, and this is going to go all the way down to the wire. This is going to be a split decision: 116, 114, 113, 115, 115, 112. The winner by split decision, Uriah Heep. Yeah, I think it just squeaks it out for me. I don't know. I love them both. This could be a toss-up for me. Like I said, I'm a little bit bigger of a fan of Whitesnake. Like Whitesnake's my third favorite band of all time. Heep is arguably 4th or 5th. Okay, but this just rules on every level. Not that this doesn't. I think I'm going to take off a point or two just because you got Come On twice. I mean, Jesus, we could have put something else in there, right? Yeah, I can't say anything bad about this album. Other than the fact we got 2 versions of Come On there, I don't know. It's but I think this is it. Just because top to bottom, it's great. Take one little point away for the rock and roll medley at the end. I could have done without that, but the rest of it just kills people. A band at their absolute peak, and both of these bands still doing very well for themselves today. So that's what I'm picking Heep today. But you know what? It's kind of like a pick 'em for me. You can't go wrong with either one. They're both great live albums. But it all matters what you guys think. So in the upper right hand corner, move your cursor or your mouse over there. Okay, you'll see a little white ball with a letter I in it. Click on that. Vote for Uriah Heep. Vote for Whitesnake. Go on our Facebook page, vote there as well. The winner, after 6 days, I'm going to stop counting the votes. The winner will move on to round 2. Who's it going to be? Uriah Heep or Whitesnake? Well, Uriah Heep or Whitesnake? We shall see, right? So we'll see which one moves on to round 2 to take on whoever in the next round, right? Will it be Thin Lizzy? Will it be UFO? Will it be Zeppelin? Will it be Rainbow? Will it be The Who? Will it be AC/DC? Robin Trower, Frank Marino, Pink Floyd? Who knows? Who knows? We got quite a few live albums to get through still, and round 2 should take us probably through the end of next week. And then we'll take a look at everything what we got, and we'll get ready for round 3. Hopefully we can finish up these live album wars sometime around the holidays or the early part of the new year. So we'll see how it goes. This is on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're on YouTube every day. Tune in the rest of this weekend for more classic live album wars. We've got questions and answers tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. All right. Next week, Steve Keeler is going to be in the house. Actually, I'm going to be over in Rock Fantasy with Steve Keeler doing some classic live album wars, some top 10 songs. So plenty of stuff coming, guys. So stay tuned, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.